Coming to you from PA Leadership Charter School's Studio B in Westchester, Pennsylvania, it's the October 5th edition of The Portal! Today's special guest is PALCS 12th grade guidance counselor and Chutes and Ladders world champion, Mr. Justin Bonner. And now, here's your host, Mr. Graham Osborne!
Hello and welcome to The Portal. Here are your announcements. Picture Day. Friday, October 9th is Picture Day. We've got a professional photographer coming to the AIC in Westchester and the landings in Pittsburgh, so you got no excuse. If you're on the east or the west side, you can come and get your picture, but you have to purchase a photo package. You got to register by Thursday. More information is on the front page of Moodle. The Chesapeake Bay Trip, being hosted by Miss Lancenese and Mr. Heinzelman, is coming up on October 26th. It is a stay in a Chesapeake fishing village. You can get to understand the culture and community better. It's a great opportunity, but there are only 20 spots that are available, so register by October 9th. We're still doing that family information update. I keep talking about this. I'm sorry. I have to tell them about the family information update. It is for parents to update their email addresses in Moodle so that the teachers can contact you. Don't you want to hear from your teachers? They're great people. They really have a lot to say, and it's really helpful. So please visit the family information update link in Moodle and verify your current email. The Million Pages Challenge is still going, and we are up to over 65,000 pages. Now, I thought that was a lot. I thought, great, we're almost there. But according to the math department, that is only 5% of our total goal. I don't understand math. I don't know how percentages work, but apparently we need to keep moving and keep doing it. We need your help. So every student, every parent, every faculty member and staff member needs to get on the books, start reading, and start logging their reading, their pages, how much they've done. Ever been to your local library? Take a trip, go get a book. The librarians would be happy to recommend one to you, and check out some of the Portal videos where our teachers and staff have recommended some for you as well. Apparently there's a museum in Philadelphia where you can see amazing and very intriguing artifacts and exhibits, such as a specimen from John Wilkes Booth's vertebra, a jaw tumor from President Grover Cleveland, the tallest skeleton on display in North America, and Einstein's brain. I'm talking about the Mutter Museum in Philadelphia, and PALCS is going there on October 23rd. This is for students in grades 6 through 12. It's a medical history museum in Philadelphia. The registration deadline is this Friday, October 9th, so if you want to check that out, make sure you register by this Friday. My guest today, please welcome Mr. Bonner. Good, how are you?
Good.
Welcome.
Thank you.
What you got there?
Funny story with this little guy. 2 years ago when I started, I walked into one of the kitchens and found this entombed in Jell-O. And I've kept it ever since, and when I found out I was coming on, my good buddy Mr. Walton told me you might want this back, so...
Oh, yes,
there
thank
you go.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened to that. I'm going to put that over here and maybe look for some extra Jell-O in it later. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. How long have you been at PALCS, by the way?
So this is my third year going in, so I started 2013.
Okay. And what is it that you do here?
So I'm the 12th grade guidance counselor this year. I started in 10th, and we've been following our students as we go. So I started 10th, was 11th last year. This year I'm 12th.
Do you have a favorite year?
No, I think they all bring their own challenges, but I am enjoying 12th so far.
How do you do that guidance counseling online?
Well, it's really a lot of it's the same. It's very different in terms of how you reach out to your students. Obviously, we do it a lot through the computer,
yep.
Through Adobe Chat and Zoom and those kinds of things. And the upkeep with reaching out to parents is a lot different. You're doing it over the phone a lot more than you are in person. So, but it is nice when you can meet with the students in orientation and when they come on site. So that is kind of nice, and you can get to know them that way.
Yep.
And I do. I always tell my kids who are local, come in, stop in, open door policy, come in and see me, even if it's just to say hi. So.
Yeah, it's great when they stop by.
Yeah, it is. It's really nice.
And what do you love so much about being in guidance counseling?
You know what? I've always known I wanted to help kids, and my guidance counselor in high school was awesome, and I kind of just always looked at him and said, that is such a cool job. I would love to do that. So. And when I became a guidance counselor, I never looked back. So I love being able to help being able to help kids and get them set for after high school or wherever they're going afterwards, whether it's college, whether it's the workforce, or and if I can help one kid every day, I kind of look at that as my goal. So.
Yeah, well, that's great. One kid is one more on the pile that hopefully will get out there and do something great.
Absolutely.
So I hear that Bullying Prevention Month is coming up, and the guidance department is really spearheading that movement. What is it? Can you tell us about it?
Yep. So October is Bullying Prevention Month, and it's a time where communities and schools really rally together to push out awareness of bullying prevention in schools, and not only just schools, but just everywhere. So this year's theme is the end of bullying begins with me. Okay. And so that's kind of the mission behind that is everybody has a role to play. So whether it's myself, whether it's you, whether it's a parent, whether it's the student who's being bullied, or whether it's the student who's doing it, or even a bystander. Right. So it's just pushing out awareness that everybody has a role to play.
Is there any difference in doing that for cyber? Because we're a cyber school. How does that change our approach to bullying?
Well, and I'm glad you asked that, because I think, especially now with the way technology is just moving at such an incredible pace, we have so many things that we didn't have 10 years ago. Twitter, Facebook, or at least enhanced versions of them, Instagram, and there's just so many opportunities for bullying to happen in a cyber atmosphere. And most kids don't realize the effect of their words, the effect of the things that they can do over a cyber medium. So for me, I know when I came to PALCS, that was definitely something that was important for me, was to always pushing out information about the dangers of social media and be careful. And you adults make mistakes on Facebook.
Oh, I do it all the time.
I mean, we see it every day, So I think it's important. Just as important to focus on how it can happen in person as it is over the computer.
Well, that's really great. I hope it goes really well, and keep us updated with any of the events that are going on.
Absolutely. Check the portal, and not the portal, that's ours.
That's us.
Check the Moodle homepage and the guidance websites for updates.
Yeah, great. Well, we have 3 questions. What's an interesting hobby that you have?
I'm a gamer.
A gamer? So like Monopoly, Chutes and Ladders?
Not that type of game. Xbox. I like when I'm not outside or doing physical activity, or if I'm not at the gym, I like to just relax and flip on the Xbox and play a game for an hour or so, and just kind of helps me relax. With the stress of the day. Anything particular you're playing right now? Right now I'm playing a game called Metal Gear Solid 5. Okay. So that's a really cool game. And before I was playing, big fan of Halo too. So.
Okay. Are those anything like Mario Brothers?
You know what? I'm a big fan of Mario though too.
Yeah,
so
that's
old school. That's Nintendo, but that's definitely old school. I'm a big fan though.
I like to relax with a little Mario Brothers sometimes. That's good stuff. What's something that students would be surprised to learn about you?
I don't know how many people know that I have an identical twin brother.
Really?
Yes.
Which one? Am I talking to your twin now?
No, this is me.
Oh, this is you. Okay.
Yep, you've not been duped.
Okay. That's pretty interesting.
Yes.
Did you pull any sort of tricks when you were kids?
I get that question all the time, and I wish we had done more in hindsight.
Yeah, you always could have done more.
Yes.
But you gotta be happy with how you lived your life. That's fine. We're doing the Million Pages Challenge, and we're asking for book recommendations. What would you recommend for our students? You know what? I'm hearing really good things about The Martian. I haven't gotten around to reading it. I have it on PDF on my computer, but right now I'm rereading The Lord of the Rings. Oh, okay. So I mean that's a classic favorite of mine. I've read each one several times, and so I've just got the itch to start reading it again. So yeah, I think that would add a lot to our Million Pages, because that's a long.
It's a long, but all 3 are long. Yes.
Yeah, but a really good one. All right. Well, you took our typing challenge earlier, so we're going to take a look at that. But for those of you at home who aren't familiar with the typing challenge, it's where we have our teachers and staff try to type out a phrase that we've come up with, and we switch the keys around and reassign them for them to make it a little bit more difficult. So let's see how you did. I'll tell you what, it was hard. I'd heard people talk about it, and I went in. I feel like I'm a pretty good typist, but I went in and I had heard the number one thing was to not panic, and so I just was humming a little song to myself and going through. I didn't get through as far as I thought,
but I think I did okay.
Yeah, it looks like you were doing all right there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is time. So we totaled up your score, and it looks like you got a 39.
All right.
39.
Wait,
What?
there was a word mistake here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Our judges are saying there's a mistake. You skipped a word. You skipped a word at the end, and so we're going to actually have to take off those last 3 letters, which gives you a 36.
Okay.
36, but that's still a respectable score.
I'll take it.
It is definitely up there with the rest of them. Well, thank you very much for coming in today, Mr. Bonner.
Thank you
We
for
hope
having
to
me.
see you again.
Appreciate it.
And thank you for coming to watch the Portal today. We'll see you again next week. Have a good one.